Hi, my name is Atticus Everett, and I am presenting my design for an adult education center in Boston for Architecture Studio 502 at Arizona State University. I'm with Dr. Natalie Florence and Professor Michael Underhill, and it's spring of 2025. The building sits on a large site with medium high-rise buildings and heavily trafficked roads all around. A wing of classrooms extends from a service core to encircle a small park. This configuration creates a sensory buffer between the peaceful space of the park and the bustling ink block district to the north. One challenge involved with receiving an education for many adults is finding childcare. In Boston, the education systems are such that children are often early in their schooling, siloed into tracks that will either lead them to high quality education programs at the middle and high school levels or not. The South End Family Education Center attempts to speak to both issues by providing on-site childcare for adult students in the form of high-quality, hands-on early childhood education. While parents learn below, the children have a place above of their own. The building's interior spaces are oriented around providing access to views, natural light, and ventilation benefits from the southern park side. Boston experiences extreme seasons and heavy wind and snow loads. Groundwater management is a critical ecological issue identified by the city planners, so runoff retention is a priority and an opportunity for this building. Vio Trong Nha designed his Binh Duong school in Vietnam around a concept of flowing movement between the plane of the ground and the building. He used the snaky mass to wrap around and shade a cooling pool. In Boston, a forested park can act as a cool pool in summer, but withstands the harsh winters. My school is designed to house hands-on job skills programs in a variety of fields with an emphasis on language acquisition. So classrooms are small enough for focused learning groups, but the common spaces of the park, plaza, and decks provide forums for larger gatherings. The kitchen, park, loading garage, library, and upper mechanical decks are all associated with learning labs outfitted to collaborate with the various building functions. So culinary classes can interact with the cafeteria, and a botanical course could have a direct door between the classroom and the park. The park and plaza make up an entrance sequence for pedestrians diverted to the less trafficked side of the block to the north. The plaza, as well as the parking lot to the southeast, are constructed of permeable concrete with catchment basins for storm water retention and gray water recapture. Circulation is designed to engage visually and physically a progressive movement upward. A personnel elevator is kept free for accessible circulation by employing a freight elevator, which is associated directly with the kitchen, library, and maker spaces above to make loading and unloading from the building as efficient as possible. The rooftop ramp is a more whimsical access point to the children's learning space. It is designed to be an ADA compliant ramp, but it is quite long. The ground floor is almost entirely classrooms and labs, glass walls between the classroom and circulation areas maximize the views and light. Each room also has an operable glass garage door. Above, a mezzanine deck corridor communicates between the second level of classrooms and the circulation hall, looking out of large windows to the park. Level 3 houses the cafeteria and kitchen and provides access onto the roof deck. The children's area is served by the elevators and egress stairs as well. The roof decks drain into internal gutters that capture rainwater and snow melt for use as gray water in the building systems. Boston is home to a rich regional ecology of tall shade trees, both coniferous and deciduous, pollinators, and understory plants. Native species such as red maple, gray birch, and flowering dogwood make the park a potential microhabitat for small organisms and also create a great opportunity for shade and mental health benefits for the occupants. Each classroom has the capacity to use the cross draft from the circulation hall through the street side window, capitalizing on the prevalent east-westerly breezes. Operable windows are shaded according to their orientation to provide maximum daylight while minimizing glare. On the north side, light shelves bring morning light into the classroom wing, rotating around the building. On the south, the fenestration is designed to let in as much light as possible. But as you can see here in this model showing how the large southern windows capture the ambient daylight in the summer, but provide shade, and then in the winter, invite the light in during the afternoons and continue to bring that heat in as well. One can approach from the unbuilt park side or the constructed parking side with the CLT slab building type. Insulation can be placed on top of the slabs, leaving the underside to be warm wood tones. Beams support joists in the same plane. Shear strength is achieved by anchoring to the reinforced masonry shafts and with the addition of steel cable rods at regular points in the structure. The envelope is a rain screen system composed of clips that tie the system back to the mass timber structure. Panels of brick veneer rain screen material and foam insulation. An air gap allows undriven moisture to evaporate and protects the insulation and waterproofing membrane. Wood studs and plasterboard make up the webbing of the wall between mass timber elements, which may be left exposed. The building wants to guide the outside world around it, its occupants gaze to the south and the greenery, and water into a usable holding tank to create a peaceful and productive learning environment amidst the bustling city. The classrooms draw light from both sides of the room throughout the day. Furniture is modular, so it can be assembled into group round tables, individual desks, or small group stations. The garage doors attempt to create porosity between the classroom, the school community, and the park outside, particularly on a nice day. I relied on these resources as well as my instructors and classmates while researching this project. Thank you to all of them and for your attention. Goodbye.